Ah, someone forgot to drop the green screen. Wake up! Wake the fuck up! That's kind of hilarious. I didn't prepare like I should. Kind of funny. So yeah, let's actually get out of the shop room and yeah, let's get into the bar, shall we? Shoot. Forget about it. It's a good day to not be dead, you know? I guess you know, if you're here, you're alive, you're not dead. So, today we got freaking coffee. Today we got freaking lights. Today we got my brother coming over. We're gonna chill. We're gonna talk. We're gonna drink some coffee. And yeah, that little video at the beginning, that was from when I thought, 32 was high rounds on zombies. That was before I hit the hundreds, which I did, because why wouldn't I? With practice, it can be done. Anything can be done. And so here I am, live on YouTube, drinking my coffee. Yeah, it's fish on my cup. Well, I might have gone fishing, but I got to thinking it over. The road to the river, it's a mighty long way. It must be the season. There's no rhyme and no reason. Yeah, I'm taking it easy. It's my lazy day. Little Willie Nelson for you. I don't know if he wrote it. He does songs he didn't write, but that's where I heard it. I wonder how my Ninja Turtles here look. Oh yeah, at the screen like it is. Yeah, see right through those boys. I like it. I like it. It's still hoodie weather out there this morning, but we're going to have a nice freaking day. We're going to have one of those, possibly fire up the motorcycle and get a little afternoon ride in days. So, yeah, time will tell on that. Let's see what we got time for. I think after a while today, we're going to cruise on up to Telluride. Bring my tools back. I've been off work for several months with 2 broken legs. And yeah, my tools have been sitting up there in somebody else's care, hopefully. People haven't casted lots and parted my garments up there. But we'll see. So far, this conversation's pretty one-sided. So someone's going to have to get in here and chat with this son of a bitch. That's a Hershey's Kiss. A little chocolate in the morning. Not bad. Not bad. Just picked myself up another 4-wheeler the other day. 2 nights ago. Got a really good deal on it. But it's got kind of a clunking sound. So might do a little live repair on it at some point. I'm gonna have to figure out. I got a pretty good idea what it is. One of the CV axles. That's what the larger percent of people say, and that was my hunch of what it would be. Damn, I look good. Good looking son of a bee. Had a nice little shower, prettied myself up. I smell real nice. And here I am, live at the bar. The thing is, you can't always just, tap into the bottle of Jameson because you're at the bar. It's 9:27 a.m. presently. How about that solar eclipse? Anybody see that? Because I sure didn't. Here in Colorado, I was outside. My brother and I were stopped in somebody's lot where they've got a bunch of old cars sitting there rusting away, and we're looking for something we can make into a track car in the future. And the guy, it seemed like he had an attitude like everything he had there was worth its weight in gold, no matter how rough the condition was. That was some premium quality stuff, and it was like he was trying to sell it to us for the by the ounce price, something. Like this guy, he thought, well, immediately, like we go in there, and the first car we mentioned to him is an old Duster, which I'll give you, it's a Duster. Like, it's not, if you don't have a Duster, it's not always going to be the easiest thing in the world to find a Duster. But as soon as we mentioned this car as an idea, and it had the Dusters, they came with that vinyl top. So it's basically a metal roof, but it's got a layer of vinyl on top of it. And you could see that through the years, that vinyl had got moisture under it, and the roof was rusted away. So the roof was rusted away. The quarter panels behind the rear tires, there was like some of that cancerous rust on there. And yeah, so it was going to be a huge project. And the same morning, we were looking on eBay, and we saw that there was one up for auction, and it was up to $1,500, the price on it. And so we mentioned this Duster to him, and I'll just go right into it. We mentioned the Duster, Tim. There's my brother pulling in the driveway now. We mentioned the Duster, Tim, and he immediately, before we can come up with any kind of a price, he says, "Yeah, I've been offered $8,500 for that car, and I turned it down." And I immediately clammed up. If he'd started at, say, 4,000, 5,000, then we could have let the haggling begin. But 8,500, like he didn't leave room to haggle down to a reasonable price. And then so we start just, so I completely got off that subject and start thinking about something different. Like, oh, that's not the, it's not that golden of an automobile. So anyway, so anything we mention, he starts talking it up like this is a premium, it's a rarity, and you'll never find one if you don't find it here. And saying stuff like, well, the cheap part is buying the car. Once you got the car, then you're going to start spending the money. Well, not if we got to pay $8,500 for the pile of rust to get started. But apparently my brother's out there on the phone having a little tobacco before he comes in, which is cool. All right, so I decided that before he gets in here, I'm going to go ahead and do a restart on this. And that way we've got a full live recording of the two of us doing the coffee and conversation. So nobody's here. Perfect time to just stop. And yeah, if anybody does drop in, happens to hear this though, we will be back live in just a few. Later. And that is the beginning of the fucking show right there. So now we're live.
Good morning, good morning.
Morning. Hope you motherfuckers like it out there. Let's start in. I'll show you. I'm pretty proud of myself on this one. I was playing Elden Ring the other night. I showed you that game. And I was trying to be at the end of it because it was getting late, like 2 o'clock in the morning late. And I accidentally stumbled into this boss fight, which is one of those, you go into the room and it goes into a cutscene, takes you into the boss fight, and then it locks the door behind you. And so I go in there at 15,000 runes, which is how you level up. It's the form of currency in the game. It's everything in the game. You gotta have the runes. And so by the end of the boss fight, of course, I'd lost the runes already, and I'm raging. I'm just like, I'm going to beat this motherfucker before I go to bed because I'm not going to be stuck back in here fighting this asshole when I come back in. So by the time I beat him, I had a moment of victory rage. And yeah, and so let's see, I'm going to go right here and I'm going to make sure the volume's up. There we go. Yeah, and okay, and so go back one because the volume's not up, then the volume won't be up on YouTube Shorts. And I just had such a good moment after I ended the live stream. I watched through it and I got such a good laugh. I was like, I have to make this into a YouTube short. And so far we got that's the biggest hit I've got on anything. 433 views on this thing. And it's because the people, they feed off of rage. And so here's the clip. Here's the short. Yeah! Fuck you! Fuck you! Yes! Fucking goddamn piece of fucking shit! Yeah! Fuck you! So that's my you. Yes. I gotta start making these YouTube clips, because YouTube shorts, because that was my best. That's my best little YouTube short ever, right there. Yeah.
That's pretty funny, dude.
I know I got some good laughs on that one, but yeah, holy shit, that game Elden Ring, it's good for the rage because these bosses, before you learn their timing, you've got to have timing on that game, and so before you learn their timing, you get your ass handed to you at least 3 or 4 times, and then you start to get the timing down, and they're not handing your ass to you so bad, but they still beat you repeatedly, and of course, you rage. The game makes people rage, and so...
Yeah, see, that's why I got to get a GoPro for inside the car. Because I'm always talking to them idiots after I go around them because, you know, everybody seems to think that they're faster than a Dodge Challenger. Dash cam footage makes for good YouTube shorts. Oh, I bet it would, too. That's a fucking fact. Especially when, you know, when you think you're a race car driver, but you don't want to do race car driver speeds. Then you want to get butt hurt when the Challenger can go around you in 1.4 seconds. Right, yeah. The thing everyone out there fucking needs to learn, Dodge Challenger is much faster than your normal car because, oh my God, it's a fucking muscle car. Yep. So, yeah, y'all pull your heads out of your asses. Quit trying to fucking cut off the muscle cars thinking that you're fucking quicker because we're going to make you look fucking stupid. Right. Yeah. Every time, yeah. Once you, you know, if you like me, I drive the Subaru, and once I've made the decision to pass someone, you're already behind me. Like before you can realize yourself as behind me, you're already behind me because I've made the conscious decision that that's where you are. And as soon as I step on the gas, there's nothing you can do. Yeah. Exactly. My car will go from 5th gear all the way down to fucking 3rd and up to 7,000 fucking RPMs. Yeah. Like and go around you like you're just sitting there. That's every single time. But you gotta love people. Love the ones that get so butthurt they start giving you the finger and shit. And it's like, well, okay, you're stupid. And give me the finger. Go right ahead. Doesn't I have thick skin, so you're not hurting my feelings, but you're still behind me.
Right, yeah. Yeah, one of the things I need to do with the new four-wheeler there, it's got those plastic racks. Well, they're fiberglass, I can tell because of the sparkliness out in the sun.
Right.
And so I'm going to get some sandpaper and like clear coat, something like that. Take those racks off there, sand them down. Because I hate touching stuff that is freaking, when the fiberglass starts to flake and you start to touch it and then you can start to feel that fiberglass on you. That's like the worst thing for me.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what. So I'm going to attempt that. Just sand it down in all the spots you can easily touch. And then give it a nice clear coat and get some of that UV protectant stuff so it freaking helps with that in the future. Because, yeah, that's one of the most annoying things to me. I was working on it and I could feel it on my hands. And I'm like, yeah, that's the downfall. I liked that rack because it's nice and flat. And when you're carrying a passenger, they're not sitting on a metal bar, whatever, which is freaking more, uncomfortable, whatever. So I figured it would be cool. Check it out. But yeah, realizing that later, that's one of the downfalls that it's got. But whatever, for $1,700, like, still feel like pretty screaming deal. I think it'll need a new a CV drive axle.
Did it finally make the noise on you?
It makes the noise, yeah, and it's like a very noticeable noise. And from everything I looked up, which as soon as I heard the noise, that was my hunch. You have the CV axle where you have like the 3 ball bearing knuckle and they rotate on each other like that. And you get to a spot where it's wearing out and you get that like clicking sound that they make, whatever. And worst case scenario, it would be like in like the drivetrain somewhere like before the axles. But from what I looked up, I started looking it up to go with my hunch, and people say, yeah, when you either go in reverse or you turn the wheel hard and you're driving slow and you hear that noise, chances are it's one of the rear drive axles. And so now it's just figuring out which one it is, get the part ordered and put it in. But for now, I'll drive it like that.
Right.
We're going to be on the property, so if it breaks, it's not going to like leave somebody stranded, whatever. Got to get down to the DOW and get tags for it. Get tags for yours at some point too. Yeah, find your bill of sale for yours.
I think I found one of them. Or Betty found one of them. Probably for the kids. But yeah, I got to get one for mine. If they'll even fucking give me a sticker that says I can go out on BLM land with the 2-stroke.
I don't know how that is. Yeah, we could either call and find out ahead, or like maybe like when we're on the way back from Telluride or something, like I'll just stop in there, get mine, and then I'll ask them about a 2-stroke. I couldn't see a problem with it. The main thing is you want to make sure you have a spark arrestor in the exhaust.
Cut out a piece of screen and stick it inside the fucking pipe.
I believe that works. We might want to look that up and make sure, because I know that forest rangers can stop you and they can like freaking stick a probe or some shit. I don't know what it is that they do, but freaking they go up your tailpipe, put on the rubber glove, go up your tailpipe, whatever, and they make sure that you have one, which around here, a lot of the places, like when we go right up here, it's all just dirt. There's not really, until you get up into forest, you're not dealing with fire hazards and stuff. But
and that park ranger's probably riding around on some
regulation.
fucking hunting quad. So we'll see if you can catch the race quad.
Yeah.
Seriously, doubt that'll happen.
No dirt bike, no four-wheeler is making enough spark that a spark arrestor is preventing forest fires. But some California fucking Democrat motherfucker got the idea in their head that we got to control people, because it's people that are the problem, not controlling fuckers, not the Democratic Karens of the world. That's not the problem. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get political? Yeah, we tend to do that here because we believe in freedom of speech, right to bear arms, and
Just believe in the whole Constitution.
so yeah.
And yeah, quit trying to fuck with it.
Yep. And so, yeah, we're in America. We have the freedom of speech. We're somewhere else. We tone it down to whatever legal limits or whatever, but we're not socialist here yet. Yeah, we don't share the wealth.
So
You make
do we
your
have
wealth,
anybody
you
on here
own
with
your
us right
wealth.
now?
I don't believe so. No. This is the number we look at here. 0
Okay.
concurrent viewers.
I've seen that 2 over there. I was wondering if we had anybody
Yeah.
out there listening.
One of those is me bringing it up. The other one might also be me, like pulling up that YouTube short. Like basically, I could pull up the live stream right here and immediately mute it, or it'll start making this crazy freaking echo thing happen. An echo thing happen right there. There it would be. Oh, don't pause it. Mute it. So everybody can look at me, looking at me, looking at me, looking at me. And then, yeah, that concurrent viewers number after a bit, the freaking whatever, the bot in there, whatever the hell it is, will go up and it'll realize someone's here, but one concurrent viewer, whatever. But yeah, that's how you know when people are dropping in. I figure I should let Mom know at some point we'll be doing a podcast. She'd probably like to drop in there and check it out, whatever.
Just make sure that if Mom drops in, we know it's Mom, so we can clean up the language a touch for her.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's part of our freedom of speech.
Oh, look, we got a 1.
Gee, that's us. That's me. That's the example. So now if I close this out, after a little bit, that'll drop back down to 0. And so, yeah, but basically I think we just don't focus on that number because the other part about it is when you're doing a thing like this, it's saved onto YouTube. So after it's live, people can also watch it in the future. And so, you know, if we're talking about something interesting and someone likes it, you know, they can hang out, they can freaking subscribe to the channel and see when we're going live and come back in the future. But the biggest part is just getting out here, getting the other green screen, so you're actually sitting at the bar with me instead of off there in the distance wherever you are. I can't.
Well, I'm like your Ed McMahon to your Johnny Carson. You know.
Yes, you are correct, sir. Yes.
just sit off here to the side and come up with the shit to talk about.
Right. Yeah. That's all it is. It's a talk show. So come up with whatever subject matter. People who are idiots and want to cut in front of you to do freaking 35 miles an hour in a 45 mile an hour zone, and then get offended and ride your ass when you pass them, or whatever conversation. Yep. So that's it. Just, an interesting way to have your coffee in the morning, whatever.
Yeah. Well, we're coming after you there, Pat Metafee.
Pat!
We need to get some of your numbers.
All of them. We're gonna take them all. Yeah, we're gonna put you in the poorhouse.
You can go back to just doing the WWE.
Yeah. So yeah. We got whatever, of course, at certain times, it'll be like this where we just decide, coffee and conversation. That's what I named it this morning. Live from the bar, because that's the scene here. We're at the bar. Whatever. No whiskey, but coffee. Yeah. What's his name? Wyatt Earp. He spent his time at the bar drinking coffee.
Yeah, yes, he did.
So, yeah, and then other days we'll actually have, a subject matter.
Well,
ideas.
Week from tomorrow, we'll discuss that upcoming draft.
We'll be doing draft conversation, NFL draft. Yeah, we do football here. We do
some
whatever
Supercross.
Supercross,
I guess we should discuss this penalty that poor Barsha has to go through. 2 races out
bullshit.
because Jet cut down too early.
Yeah,
And
that was his
everybody
fault.
wants to cry and say that, you know, that Bam Bam was at fault. And
Yeah.
he just does that all the time and he rides too hard. But yeah, if you look at that whole setup, he had somebody on the inside of him. So
Yeah.
he was forced into the line he was taking. And yeah, Jet tried to cut down a little early with a full crowd of people behind him. And it was more Jet's fault than it was Bam Bam's for sure.
He didn't get the start he needed to get to keep up with Tomac.
Exactly.
And
Tomac was on
pushing
fucking
it too
rails.
He was pushing it too hard in too large of a group.
Yeah, I think Jet knew fucking Tomac was on rails.
Because of it.
Only reason he came in front of Tomac in that second race was, well, because he jumped that red flag or that red cross flag twice. Tomac actually slowed down for it, was still only a second behind him.
Which, I mean, technically, that should cost him a couple more spots than it cost him. Didn't jump 1, but 2 red cross flags.
But yeah.
He knows the rules as good as anybody else.
But yeah, trying to catch back up with Tomac. Yeah, you might want to work your way through the traffic before you just start trying to cut off the traffic, because I was definitely more Jet than it was fucking Bam Bam on that one. And yeah, well, that cost him 8 more spots that night. So
yeah,
we're getting the points a little tighter. So it might make for an interesting end of the season. Because now if Tomac actually is getting back in that groove that he used to be in, Lawrence is going to have to ride a little bit above his head to keep up with him.
Yep. So let's pay attention to what happens in the up and coming weeks. It'll be an interesting race Saturday.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Because now he's got to fight for it. We'll see how badly he was actually hurt. Let's see if that affected his racing.
From what I read, he was just bruised up. Nothing broke.
Right.
He says he's going to be coming back, you know, and he'll pretty much be just fine. I'm sure he might still be a little sore at that point. He got hit hard enough. He said that he's having a hard time standing on the legs there for a minute, and one of his arms went completely numb. But, you know,
yeah, that's a good hit.
he hit that not so funny bone.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, and then kept racing. Got to give him props for that. He kept racing after that. I mean, he kept driving on the track after
rolling,
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did finish the race. So
no points in that one though. It still came in like 23rd or something. So he got 0 points, but you know, and he could have just pulled off. But yeah, it was impressive that he did try to get out there and, you know, at least finish it up. And
yeah, did not finish, which would, I believe, would look a lot worse for him. Whatever. So
yeah, don't want that DNF.
Right. Yeah, pretty important. So yeah, and it looks like freaking old Eli Tomac's getting back into better condition, because yeah, he's been not doing what we expect of him.
No, not at all. But you know, he's got to regain that confidence in that ankle and that Achilles.
Right.
And once he has all that confidence back in that Achilles, you know, yeah. I pity them all. Come the outdoor.
Right.
Jet, no offense, but you won't be going undefeated in the outdoor this season as long as Tomac stays healthy, because nobody keeps up with Tomac on them long tracks. And usually if you try, well, it's a pretty painful wipeout.
So yeah.
Just ask Muscan.
Yeah. Yeah, and he'll be more healed up by then, ready to go. I can attest to the fact that leg injuries take a while to heal. Not that I've been run over by a dump truck or anything like that, but
I can attest to it too. You know, being on fire and all.
Yeah. The man sitting next to me outside of the scene here, outside of the bar. He had a hell of an accident back in the day and got one leg toasted all to hell. So
2.5 minutes on fire while
Yeah.
5 gallons of gas poured onto it, pinned under a Harley. So,
I
but
feel like
came back from it rather well. Just took a little while.
my 2 broken legs was kind of a cakewalk compared to that. But yeah, I don't wish either one of those accidents on anybody.
Right.
Maybe the guy that ran me over with the dump truck, but no, not really.
And I will testify, for all the you people listening out there, when you see that person get hurt in a movie and they're like, "Oh, the pain," and then they just pass out. Yeah, that shit doesn't really happen.
Yeah, no, actually, no. I screamed like a bitch till shock kicked in and started to help with that, whatever, and yeah. The paramedic showed up, asked me if it was okay to give me fentanyl, and I said, "Doesn't that shit kill people?" They said, "No, we microdose it. We're professionals here, and it's not going to kill you." And I said, "Then hit me."
Give me all you can. Give me all you got.
Yeah.
No, same thing. Yeah, when they got me into that ambulance, I told them straight up, couldn't take that pain anymore. Give me something. And they gave me enough morphine that, I don't remember anything after that.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody that's been in real pain knows. And if you haven't,
You don't want to.
you don't want to. Matter of fact, yeah.
Because it sucks.
It freaking sucks. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, whatever, big plans for the day, huh? Getting that dog into training.
Yeah, get some dog training today. Wife's getting her hair done, and I get to pick up all the kids and do dinner.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, I got a full afternoon ahead of me today. Still wonder when the retirement kicks in.
Right. Yeah. I've been tired. I done been tired. Yeah.
Got kids, yeah. There's no such thing. Had the 11-year-old yesterday, freaking whining and crying about a basketball that he couldn't find. Then calls up from school and, "Oh, I forgot to grab the paper that you set directly on top of my phone for my permission slip to go to the movies.
Didn't
so
forget
can you
to
bring
grab
it
the
to
phone
me?"
out from under the paper.
So, I decided, well, we'll go look in the kids' room real quick to see if we can find the basketball. And took about a whole 2 seconds because it was right there, one step inside of his closet.
Oh yeah.
But hey, it wasn't his fault that, he couldn't find it. It was everybody else's. You gotta love, that age 11.
Yeah, just like this morning, I wake up to the sound of the wife yelling at the son to get his ass out of bed because the bus is about to be here and he's giving her shit. And I had to yell at him from the other room, "You better get your ass on that bus." And so what's he do? He tries to get all his shit together, but he forgot his baseball hat and he's got a game.
Yes. I just seen your wife on the way out.
And so,
she
yeah,
was talking about how she had to take him down the baseball cap. And yeah, we have that in the house every day.
Mm-hmm.
Mom will go in and try to wake them all up first. And, the youngest gets up with no problem, comes out, joins us right away. And the other two just try to cover their heads with blankets and stay in bed.
Yeah.
So then Dad has to go in and just starts kicking everybody's ass and taking their blankets and, ruining their morning because, shit, if you're going to piss me off, well, I'll piss you off right back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not as nice as you either. We don't give them rides to school. Like, they better get their ass on that bus. This is training for if you don't make a way for yourself, then you're gonna have to rely on public transportation or whatever to, Uncle Government to take care of you.
All right.
Like, yeah, get out there and freaking figure life out, because it's not easy on people.
Back in our day, shit, if you lived under 5 miles from the school, you had to walk.
Yeah, or get on your bicycle
and
yeah.
I'll never forget that freshman year of high school where got hit by a car and had a broken leg and got to crutch it 4.5 miles to school and home every fucking day.
Right.
Because ain't nobody was going to give me a ride because it was my own dumbass fault for being in the middle of the road to get hit.
Yeah. Yeah. And did our mom feel sorry for us? No.
Not even a little bit.
Get your ass to school. You fucked up. You freaking figure it out at that point.
Yeah. Back in our day, it was, you played the stupid games, you won the stupid prizes.
Yeah, and if you missed school, you fucked up, and yeah, you don't get video games, you don't get electronics, you don't get TV. You get to sit in bed and drink a lot of water.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that through all my years. Now the kids, they try and act sick, and then they want to freaking play video games and shit all day. It's like, no.
Yeah, or go out back. Oh, I'm just gonna go outside for a little bit. Yeah, no, you ain't.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you thinking?
Figure out that you got to do your part in society first. And at your age, that's getting an education, so you can be worth more when
that's
you're older.
your job.
And you fuck it up now, fucked it up for your whole life, and you're not going to have a comfortable situation when you get old enough. You have to make your own money, or you don't get a nice house, you don't get a nice car, you don't get nice toys. And so, yeah, I feel like I got more toys than I need now because I didn't have as many toys growing up, so I have to get them now that I can finally afford it.
Well, it and I feel you, because like I probably eat more of the sugared cereals nowadays than I probably should, because unlike you, Mom used to still buy like grape nuts and shit, so she'd try to see if you could like knock all your teeth out trying to chew up rocks.
Oh, and she tried that with us enough that I would go straight into the cupboard and get that big bag of sugar and just
pour it on,
load my shit down, yeah. And then there was always like an 1/8 to 1/4 inch of sugar on the bottom of the milk there, and that was always I'd slurp that right down, whatever, get my sugar fix.
Yeah, I'd be scraping the bottom of the bowl with the spoon, so I was pulling up the sugar with every bite.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure. Yep. Still won't forget that day that I came home from basic to visit before starting AIT, and you guys were all pulling out Captain Crunch, Fruit Loops, and shit. And Mom and said, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah, she softened up in the later years and started caving to that kind of stuff. But it took a while. A lot of the growing up was just, you better pour some sugar on there. It's just going to taste like chewing on cardboard with milk poured on it.
So yeah, my kids bitch about eating breakfast sometimes too, and it's like, what the fuck you bitching about? You got oops all berries.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The peanut butter crunch. I liked that one. Yeah.
Get up in that cupboard a little deeper. You might find some of them Pop-Tarts or toaster strudels.
Exactly. So yeah, should be tomorrow. New webcam, new green screen, and yeah, I'm gonna clean up the area over there and get the green screen hanging up. Get some lighting set up for that one. Actually planning to put the microphone here so it's centered between us better.
Awesome.
And yeah, have a regular little conversation pit.
All right. Shit, you're going to have to figure out how to put yourself on the other side of that screen right there. Otherwise, when you're looking at... Oh, hold on. Never mind.
Yeah,
I just noticed when you're looking at me, you're actually looking at the other side. Okay.
Yeah, but we'll have to figure out how to angle it to get it... Whatever. We'll just... Yeah. I'll work out all the technicalities of it. Whatever.
Yeah, but I stay out of the techno part.
Right.
You gotta go bring Jordana some Claritin.
What the hell? Yeah, see, that's.
Did you
that's
just go
exactly
and get back? And now you're off again.
Yeah, or else I.
The joys of being a parent.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday I made 3 trips to Olathe High School. 3.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad now. So I'll be back. in a little bit.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Yeah,
That was my smoking hot wife. Yeah.
because that was the 11-year-old yesterday too. About 2:00, he decided he was sick and needed to come home. Oh, me and Mom weren't agreeing on it, so she was gonna go down. So I was like, well, screw it, I'll go get him. Fine. And sure as shit, he got home and he played sick for about 20 minutes, and then he forgot what he was doing and started trying to just cruise around the house. So
Yeah,
I had to remind him that he was still sick. Get his ass the fuck out of my sight.
Yeah. Yeah. Start resting and drinking your water, or I'm gonna come and I'm gonna borrow the HDMI cord out of the back of your PlayStation. Yeah, there's rules. There's definite guidelines when you stay home from school. It's not all just fun and games.
Yeah, he's been getting over. It's because his brother's deploying, and so he's been getting over on being able to play video games on a school night.
Yeah, I'm
so he
playing
can
with
play
my
his
brother.
a little bit.
We gotta get as much of that in as possible, which
Yeah, that ends,
I do
that
understand
ends in a
that.
day or two.
Yeah, he's going overseas, so that's a pretty big step in a man's life. So yeah, he's doing it. He's being a man out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, leaving the wife and kid at home, and yep, heading overseas.
Yep. That's a hell of a way to get a good start on life. Like, mad
Yeah.
respect for that.
Did 12 years, and yeah. Spent 3 overseas stationed and a couple more deployed.
Right.
So, yeah, know all about it. And I just really hope he goes and gets to have a good time, because he's not going anywhere that he's going to be restricted a whole lot. Like, he might be a little bit, but not a whole lot. So be able to get out and about, and I got to enjoy Germany for 3 years, and it's probably why I drive fast and hate motherfuckers that are in the fast lane, because I got to drive
driving
on the
slow in the
Autobahn.
fast lane. They love to do that. Yeah, I've actually pointed out the sign to people that says, "Keep right except to pass." State law. Like, come on. Serious. Like, that's a law for a reason. You're obstructing traffic. You're creating a hazard by going slow in the passing lane.
Well, and y'all want to bitch that, okay, well, this guy was driving so fast. Well, guess what? Obstructing the flow of traffic is a bigger crime than my little ass speeding ticket. So, yeah, go ahead, just keep it up, and sooner or later they'll get you.
Yeah.
And when they do,
problem is
and
they
you want to
need to
bitch about me
enforce that
going
more.
fast, well, guess what? You don't have to pay my ticket. I do. So if I don't have a problem with paying my ticket, why in fuck do you?
Yeah. If you wanna control how I drive, go to the police academy.
Yep.
Get your badge, and then drive around and
Get
do
your
your
little police
traffic
car.
cop thing. But until you do that, you don't have a fucking thing to say or do about it's not your job to be a traffic cop, Karen. It's not your fucking job. It's
No,
the
it's
cops.
not.
They wear a badge, they wear a vest, they do that for a reason. It's a dangerous job. You can't fucking handle it. And that's why if you could, you'd be a cop. That's
Exactly.
hands down. That's the fact of life right there. If you could fucking handle it, you'd be a fucking cop, but you're not, because you can't. So get the fuck out of the way. Obey the law yourself, because you are literally breaking the law to traffic cop people on the road.
Exactly.
And that's bullshit. You're causing road rage, and you're causing an obstruction of the flow of traffic, which creates a dangerous situation.
Yeah, because
Sorry,
everybody's
but-
all bunched up together.
If you want to do that, you should drive your ass down to the DMV and hand them your driver's license, and then call an Uber.
Amen,
get home.
brother. Amen.
Because you shouldn't be on the fucking road.
No,
You should not be on the road.
Yeah, the wife asks me all the time, well, when you're first on the line, how come you take off so quick? Well, because now I got a huge gap between me and the group of fucking cars that are all next to each other
Yeah.
right there.
That are fighting to be the guy in front so they can slow down all the guys behind them. Like,
Yep, I just get out front and, well, none of y'all motherfuckers catch me anyways.
that's another deal. When you're coming up to a red light and there's a guy sitting at the red light in the right lane, and the guy who's coming up behind him, not stopped yet, he decides to get over into the left lane because he wants to be first. And then the light turns green and he goes the exact same speed as the guy in the right lane. You knew you were going to be driving fucking slow, but you got in the other lane anyways. If you got in that lane, the other people in that lane should have the option to pass the guy in the right lane. Go fucking faster. Do 5 above the speed limit.
Or get back in the right.
Or stay in the fucking right lane and let the person who was going to get in the left lane to go faster do that. But once again, you're creating a hazard just by being on the road and being unconscious to the fact that you're not the only fucking human on the fucking road.
Yeah, no, actually, all you are is an oxygen thief at that point.
You're a fucking NPC. You're a fucking road zombie. You fucking shouldn't be there. You're in the way and you're a hazard. You're a fucking hazard. Like, the fuck out of the way. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't own the whole fucking road.
Yeah. How many millions of people on the road? Say there's, just random number thrown out there. 8 million people use this fucking road, right? So you're 1/8 millionth of the owner of this road.
Exactly.
That's it. That's your cut. That's what you own.
You own a couple of little pebbles that are pushed into that asphalt.
You pay your taxes, so do I, motherfucker. And it's more than we should have to pay. But that's a whole different topic. Anyways, nobody's here and my coffee's gone and it's been a good 43 minutes and 5 seconds. So I think we'll just call this one a fucking live cast. We'll see you
later.
America, in the future, because it's going to be a regular thing. We're getting it set up. We're going to have it more professional looking as time progresses. And so you motherfuckers have a nice motherfucking day, and we'll catch you later.
Peace.
Peace.